This is very transparent and probably the most raw video that we've done. And to be honest, I really hope that this reaches some people that are not subscribers.
Hey guys, it's Zoe here at Chestnut Hills Farmstead. I got the boys with me, and it's just been so dang hot that we decided to wait a little bit and come out here this evening. And first thing we're going to get into is we are going to take down this old pig pen. As you can see, the old pig pen has gotten super muddy and it was worn down pretty quickly. And the goats used to be over there, and we moved the pigs over to that area. So we're going to take down the fencing from the back and here and across to the front, but we have to leave that wall because that's the wall that's keeping them separated. So for us to keep a little order to the chaos, what we're going to do is we're taking up all the line first. Chance is coming around, he's going to pull all the black posts that hold the line. Then we will undo all of the T-posts. Then we will start taking down fence panels. That way we keep a little bit of structure to what can easily just become a little overwhelming. And then we'll go get it put all where it goes. Pixie, you come to visit? Hey, baby. Hey, that's a pretty Pixie. Pixie says she would like some treats, please. So we're going to go ahead and grab the tractor real quick. That way we're not having to come back over here and get the tractor. We can go ahead and load things on the tractor as we go. So we're just walking over here now to get it and head back over to the demolition pig pen project. Okay, got all the posts unloaded. So I think our next task is to go around and cut all the little metal ties off the T-post and start, I think, removing panels, and then T-posts will be last, I think. Rhett, you gonna help? No? Why? Now I'm pretty certain Nick has a faster way of getting these T-posts out of the ground, but I can't quite remember. So when he gets here, I'm sure he's going to swoop in and save the day and not be fighting with them like I am. Get the other end. Get that in.
I always wanted a farm girl that could build fences. What you working on?
Well, I'm tearing down fences, so you still out of luck. No, I've gotten the old pen took down. I'm taking down a few of these panels here because we had this fence just rolled up, and I'm reworking it to fit the T-posts that we already have. That way it frees up our hard panels for our next move.
Okay.
So that's about all we're doing other than just...
From the looks of it, it won't be long until we have to move again.
Yeah, so I kind of was thinking we would build up that way because the goats are that way. So we'll probably start building up that way in the next few days just to give them somewhere else to go after this. So I thought it was necessary to go ahead and take some of these hard panels down.
All right, then. Well, I'm going to go work on cutting.
Okay.
Hey, guys. I came up here to get a little cutting done. Zoe's got her own project going. And you can look at it two ways. Either we are dividing and conquering and getting twice as much done, or we're just staying out of each other's way. Either way is a good thing. You know, I heard Brooke from Cog Hill say more than once, if you can survive farming together, your marriage can survive anything. The first time I heard her say that, they were actually speaking at the Oakley Homesteading Expo. And she said that, and she looked directly at me and said, "You hear that, Nick?" And there's some truth to that. Sometimes it's just best to handle things on your own. And Zoe's got her project. She knows how she wants it done. So I'm going to come up here and do my own thing. And that way we still get to be smiling when we leave here. But joking aside, I've got something very serious to talk to you about. And this is very transparent and probably the most raw video that we've done. A lot of you have heard Zoe's story. If you haven't, I'll put a link in the comments. That way you can go back and look at that. She tells you a little bit about it. She also gave part of her testimony on Just Dig It Farms with Tracy during Tracy's In Her Boots series. So you know a little bit about Zoe's struggles, but the Chestnuts are our family. And to be honest, I really hope that this reaches some people that are not subscribers. I hope that somebody finds this message that may not even be following farm pages, because this has nothing to do with that. Then again, actually it does. So you know, we've talked about it before, that the things you see, we try to keep our channel positive, because face it, who needs more negativity? So we try to stay away from the negative things. Now, we've experienced some tragedy here and there, losing animals, different things, and we tell you about that just because that's part of it. That's farm life. This past week, we had something happen that kind of hit close to home, and it really got me to thinking and reevaluating some things. So, someone that I went to school with lost their daughter this past week, and I don't know a lot of details. It's none of my business, but I do know that the young girl was very open about her struggles, according to those who knew her best, that she was open and honest about it. It was something that she dealt with, she fought against, and something just got the best of her. And someone that I went to school with, knew through a lot of our own teenage struggles, lost her daughter, and her daughter is the same age as Mackenzie. So yes, a parent is dealing with something unimaginable that had a daughter the same age as Mac, but that's not where my mind went. My mind went with all the others I've known that lost their struggle. And I had to look back, because here comes the raw part. It was 1 year ago when I saw a post from a YouTuber, but it was on their personal page, someone that I consider a friend of mine outside of just this part of the world. I saw a post from them about their struggles and their search for answers and for help and healing. And I reached out to that person 1 year ago. You see, everything they described in their post sounded really familiar. They were dealing with trying to run their farm and be a dad, be a husband, and try to build a YouTube channel. And nobody knows the struggle that goes into that. Not only sharing parts of your life, but being under that microscope, trying to watch how you say things, paying super close attention to how you do things. And the pressure that adds to already a difficult situation of farming, but farming as a family. So I read this post, and he's talking about what he's dealing with and the lack of motivation to get anything done, the lack of energy, the working through just not even wanting to be there, having no interest in what you were doing. And that sounded so familiar, that there was so much pressure on Zoe because I could not find the motivation to get things done I needed to do. And even though I was pushing through getting things accomplished, we weren't finding joy in our farm. And this has always been the place that was my peace. When I needed to escape everything else, this is where I came to find my peace, to recharge. And that wasn't there anymore. And after reading his post, I realized that there's a reason. There's something behind this. So there have been days that we had processing on the books, or we had a certain group of animals we had to deal with. We had to treat, we had to move fences. We had other projects that were out there, and it just got overwhelming, and it was so much. And I would wake up and my heart be racing and I'd be in a panic. And Zoe would say, look, we're just going to check off one thing at a time. And she would keep me grounded in that. But I realized that it wasn't necessarily that I didn't think we could get it done. It was something in my mind that uncontrollably was giving me anxiety, that was making me anxious about everything I had to do, and that I couldn't control it. So I'm hoping that this helps somebody by me being honest about it, because we are certainly not one of those YouTube channels you see where there's a 18, 19-year-old kid driving a Lamborghini. I don't know that there's any farm channels that hit that level. It's just not what we do. But when you're striving so hard for success at something and you get overwhelmed, there is help out there. And there's not that stigma anymore where if you seek help, everybody just thinks you're nuts. That is the one thing that I want to drive home to whoever is watching this, that the help is out there, and no one is going to think any differently about you by admitting that you're struggling, admitting that your mind is taking over, that it's racing, that you have anxiety, or that you feel depressed. Pay attention to what your body's telling you. I make no secret about the fact that I'm a man of prayer. I pray about everything under the sun. If I don't take time to pray during that day, I know that I'm missing something, because I have to have that. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to have struggles. And if you're having struggles, it doesn't mean that God's mad at you or he's putting you through it. You have other forces on you that are fighting against you as well. And those battles can be fought through help outside, help from your family, help from your friends, but most importantly, help from prayer. Get other people praying for you. On our lives, we ask for prayer requests. Sometimes I forget, and that's my own failure. But anytime you need prayer, message us. Send us a comment. Email us. You can keep it as private as you want. Unless somebody puts it in the comments where other people see it, I never say a name when I ask for prayer. We'll keep it as discreet as you want. But not only Zoe and I praying, but we have a church family that prays. My cousin is on the prayer team at our church, and she is a prayer warrior. I'll give her your name. But fight through it. And above all, one hashtag I see everywhere, and I really, really support that, is stay. No matter where your struggles lead you, you have a family counting on you. Everybody that gives in to that struggle, you see people pouring out how much they love them, how much they're going to miss them. Well, if you know somebody that's struggling, tell them now. Tell them that you love them now. I can't give in to that struggle and leave all this on Zoe's shoulders. I can't leave Farmer Rhett knowing that he needs that influence in his life. I can't leave Chance knowing that he needs to be raised how to be a man. I can't leave Mackenzie knowing that there's a time that she needs to be walked down the aisle. Think about those things. Think about your family. Be open about your struggles, because there's no stigma to it. Everybody has some kind of hardship and struggle, but if your mind is taking over and that anxiety and depression is hitting you, there's light at the end of that tunnel. So there's a road ahead. You've got to find the treatment. And I'm still on that track. Yes, things have gotten better than it was a year ago when I sent that message. But I was really blaming it on other things. I didn't realize what the struggle was that I was having until I read his post. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for him being open and transparent in his own post to open my eyes and let me know, hey, there's something going on here you need to be paying attention to. So no, that road's not over. But we're continuing down it. We're making progress on it. And we just ask that you pray that that continues. If you're a subscriber out there, you're one of the Chestnuts and you're a prayer warrior, we always will take prayers. Always. Prayers over our farm, over our family. It doesn't matter. If you're willing to pray for us, we'll take it. And if you need prayer, let us know and we'll pray for you. I'll go for you every time. I'm not going to say that I'll pray for you and not do it. I'm going to follow through. It's too important. I'm going to pop up a few statistics on the screen that are really concerning, but especially middle-aged white men, which I'm approaching very quickly, are the highest at risk. Admit that you have a lot on you and chip away at it, just like Zoe said, one thing at a time. You can't do it all. If you think about it too much, think about everything you got to do, it's overwhelming. But if you need somebody to reach out to, you've got our email. You've got access to our channel. You've got access to our Facebook page. However you need to get us. If nobody else will talk to you, I will. So I promise that our next video will be positive. It'll be something funny, something fun. I don't even know. But something that's not so serious. But today, we needed to reach out to somebody. Somebody is going to see this. Somebody is going to be affected by this. Going to have their eyes opened and realize that I'm not just tired or I'm not lazy. There's a reason that I don't have motivation. There's something affecting me. If it opens your eyes, then it was worth every second. Otherwise, I'm going to get off a very bad subject. I just ask for your prayers for us, and I ask for your prayers for that family that lost the young girl this past week, because there's a lot of people affected by that. So keep in mind that #stay, because there's a lot of people counting on you, and they may not be voicing it to you now, but if you decide to give in, if you give up, there's a lot of struggle left behind. There's a lot of things for people to deal with that you're not thinking about. So let me get this tractor back going. We'll go back over, check on Zoe, see what she's going, because I've got a feeling that her end of this deal is probably a lot more lighthearted than mine. But I appreciate you listening to me just open up a little bit, because like I said, our Chestnuts are our family, and I see no reason not to share it with you if it helps anybody that may be watching. Whether it's financial, medical, whatever your struggles may be, I just pray that you don't let it get the best of you.
We're muddy and sweaty, but I got the fence up. I just need to go back and tie it off a little bit, and we're going to clean up fence panels and then go see what else we can get into. Alright, get those loaded. So with the exception of one T-post I can't get down, Pigs are all good. You can see the goats in the far. There's a farmer rat. What you doing, farmer rat?
I'm trying to be a cowboy so I can learn to be a real cowboy when I grow up to Daddy's age.
Oh. Alright, let's go unload some T-posts and then we'll go visit the animals. Peggy? Looks like you've been taking a mud bath. Here comes Gertrude. Hey Gertrude. What you up to? You been laying down back there? Everybody taking a nap? Hello, Miss Brooke. If you caught our last couple of lives, we shared with you guys that the boy goats have all gone to a new home, and they are all at the same farm, which is something I was exceptionally happy about because I really wanted them to be together. There was nothing wrong with our goats. I just wanted to get a little better control over breeding. Hello, girls. Hello, girls. So Jersey's in the back. Then there's Noelle, the black one. There's Jane. There's Belle and Gypsy. And then there's Jill over there. Hey, Gypsy. Hey, Gypsy. Nice good girl, Gypsy. Nice good girl. Come on, Jill. Here, Belle. Hi, Belle. Look, you want one? Here, Belle. Yes. Here, Gypsy. That's a good girl, Gypsy. That's a good girl, Gypsy. Here. You want one? Well, my goodness, y'all look awful lazy right now. Look at all y'all lazy hogs. Everybody's laid out. Everybody's laying down. Lazy, lazy. Well, we got 1% done. Got the old fence pulled down, cleaned up, all the stuff put away. You know, every day if we can just do 1%, it'll all add up. So on to the next project. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.